The F-14 Tomcat, an iconic symbol of American air power and naval aviation, was more than just a fighter jet. It was a technological marvel that became synonymous with aerial dominance. Developed in the 1970s by Grumman Aerospace Corporation for the United States Navy, the F-14 embodied both engineering innovation and tactical supremacy. With its distinctive variable geometry wings, twin-tail design, and powerful twin engines, the Tomcat was a formidable platform that combined speed, agility, and firepower. Origins and development. The story of the F-14 Tomcat begins in the aftermath of the failed F-111B project. In the early 1960s, the U.S. Navy sought a fleet defense interceptor capable of long-range engagement to protect carrier groups against Soviet bombers and anti-ship missiles. The F-111B, a naval version of the USAF's F-111, was intended to fill this role. However, its poor maneuverability, heavy weight, and disappointing performance in carrier operations led to its cancellation. Determined to field a superior aircraft, the Navy turned to Grumman, already known for its experience with naval aircraft like the F-6F Hellcat and the F-8F Bearcat. In response, Grumman created the F-14 Tomcat, which first flew on December 21, 1970. The aircraft incorporated cutting-edge technology, including the revolutionary AN/AWG-9 radar system and the potent AIM-54 Phoenix long-range air-to-air missile designed to engage multiple targets simultaneously. This made the Tomcat the premier fleet defense fighter capable of intercepting Soviet bombers from hundreds of miles away. Design and technology. The F-14 was unique among its peers due to its variable sweep wing design. The swing wing mechanism allowed the aircraft to adjust its wingspan mid-flight, altering its aerodynamic profile to optimize performance for different flight regimes. With the wings fully extended, the Tomcat could achieve excellent low-speed handling and short takeoff and landing capabilities. When swept back, the aircraft became a high-speed interceptor, capable of reaching speeds over Mach 2.4, approximately 1,600 miles per hour. Beneath its aerodynamic skin, the F-14 boasted advanced avionics for its time. The AN/AWG-9 radar could detect and track up to 24 targets at once, allowing the Tomcat to function as both an air superiority fighter and a long-range interceptor. This capability was enhanced by the AIM-54 Phoenix missile, a unique weapon with a range exceeding 100 miles. This combination of radar and missile technology was unmatched, giving the Tomcat a first-look, first-kill capability that no other fighter in the world possessed until decades later. The twin-engine design, using Pratt & Whitney TF-30 engines initially and later upgraded to GE F110 engines, provided redundancy and increased survivability in combat. This twin-engine configuration also contributed to the Tomcat's superior power, enabling it to conduct high-speed intercepts and rapid acceleration. However, the early TF-30 engines were prone to compressor stalls, leading to some reliability concerns until they were replaced by the more robust F-110s. Operational history and combat performance. The F-14 Tomcat entered service with the U.S. Navy in 1974, and its debut deployment aboard the aircraft carrier USS Enterprise marked the beginning of a storied career. Although designed primarily for fleet defense, the Tomcat soon proved itself versatile enough for a variety of roles, from air superiority to precision ground attack in its later years. The Tomcat's combat debut occurred during the Iran-Iraq War in the 1980s, but not with the U.S. Navy. Iran, which had received a fleet of F-14s prior to the 1979 revolution, used its Tomcats extensively against Iraqi forces. Despite facing supply shortages and maintenance difficulties, Iranian pilots scored numerous kills against Iraqi fighters, demonstrating the aircraft's lethality. For the U.S. Navy, the Tomcat's first taste of combat came in 1981 during the Gulf of Sidra incident, when two F-14s engaged and shot down two Libyan Su-22 fitters. This encounter solidified the Tomcat's reputation as a dogfighter. Over the next decade, F-14s were involved in multiple skirmishes in the same region, and they also played significant roles during Operation Desert Storm in 1991. Although initially confined to air superiority missions, the F-14's versatile design allowed it to be adapted into a precision strike platform. This transformation culminated in the F-14D Super Tomcat, equipped with upgraded radar, glass cockpits, and the ability to deliver precision-guided munitions. Not just a fighter, the Tomcat as a pop culture icon. The F-14 Tomcat's popularity soared in the 1980s, thanks in no small part to its starring role in the Hollywood blockbuster Top Gun. Tom Cruise's portrayal of the cocky F-14 pilot Maverick catapulted the Tomcat to international fame, cementing its status as not just a military asset, but a cultural phenomenon. The sleek, menacing silhouette of the Tomcat became synonymous with aerial prowess and the mystique of naval aviation. Even after its retirement from U.S. service in 2006, the F-14 Tomcat continues to evoke nostalgia and admiration. Aviation enthusiasts, former naval aviators, and military historians often regard it as one of the finest fighter jets ever built, not just for its capabilities, but for its aura of dominance and style. With its massive frame, distinctive turkey feather exhausts, and powerful engines that produced a signature roar, the Tomcat is often described as a fighter with personality, retirement, and legacy. The retirement of the F-14 in 2006 marked the end of an era. Replaced by the more modern F/A-18EF Super Hornet, the Tomcat had become expensive to maintain and operate. Its complex systems required a high level of upkeep, and newer technologies had made it less cost-effective. However, many argued that no replacement could truly capture the F-14's blend of speed, power, and intimidation factor. Today, the F-14 Tomcat remains an enduring symbol of the Cold War and American military might. Only a few Tomcats remain operational in the Iranian Air Force, maintained with difficulty due to sanctions and the lack of spare parts. For aviation enthusiasts and historians, the Tomcat's legacy endures not just in museums, but also in the hearts and minds of those who remember its role in securing the high seas and skies. Conclusion. The F-14 Tomcat was more than just a fighter. It was a statement of air superiority, a tool of diplomacy, and a symbol of American ingenuity. Its revolutionary design, combined with its combat record and cultural impact, ensured that the F-14 would be remembered long after its operational days ended. A blend of raw power, sophistication, and beauty, the Tomcat remains one of the most iconic fighter jets ever to take to the skies, embodying an era of American military dominance and technological excellence.